Knight as a chipping tool is kind of pathetic. Rocket Barrage has been picked up, but up against the Decay now, it's going to be really tough to out-manhandle that one. Arms, though, is in a little bit of trouble. Skywrath Mage from behind, blink forward from Double Kappa. Although Decrepify will amplify the dagger a little bit. It's going to be not a big deal there for the Pugna. CS-wise, they're pretty evenly split right now, but Skywrath Mage... Oh, top lane, actually, Whisper is deep in, is going to tree block himself in. Goto has a chop through. He will finally get on top of the Nature's Prophet, but he's still going to lose the race. Woo, he had a Tango. He had a Quelling Blade. He's just like, what the hell happened? Why is there a tree here? Got confused a little bit. Dive in deep for a Nature's Prophet. And for Magi, you're tanky. Up against Undying, you're not tanky enough. 480 max health. Yeah, that feels bad. Dashka is feeling pretty comfortable right now, although the missile is coming in. It is just going to be repelled, I think. Purified repelled. Dashka gets 2 more procs of Decay and just going to go to work on this Ogre Magi. Look at the right-click damage. He's just going to get punched down. Oh my god. I mean, that's usually what Ogre Magi does to his enemies, and get a little bit of karmic justice there. 28 Decay strength on the Undying is a disgusting amount of damage. Absolutely brutal. If he's able to get this Arcane boots, I mean, this lane is going to be so tough. Decay spam forever. Purifies whenever you need it. Yeah, game is hard. The Juggernaut's still doing just fine up towards top lane. Pugna and Quap still splitting CS. It's really on this bottom lane it's most interesting. We'll see what Dashka can do. The downside of the Undying is that as great as he is at chipping and harassing and making sure the fights go in your favor, he doesn't have any CC. He just doesn't. I mean, he will eventually have some in the Tombstone. It's like a 4% slow or something stupid like that. Attacks to destroy, cause her attacks to... How much slow is this? Yeah, I have an ability guide up on Undying, I know, right? I actually have no idea. It doesn't tell you how much slow it is. It's not that much slow. It stacks, that's why it's low, but it's not really a real disable. The Degen Aura also is not really a huge slow either. You gotta get close enough, and that's just a little bit of an issue going up against these heroes. Level 4 Pugna going up against the level 4 Quap. Slight CS lead here for the Pugna. I think the Quap can't recover from. We see already level 4 Pugna, 2 blasts, 1 in the other skills. Nether Ward is just that powerful in this game. Usually not going to be really used until much later in the game. Whisper with Phase Boots now is going to be pretty hard to crack into. What does Juggernaut have coming out to him? He's got Phase Boots of his own, plus a whole bunch of side items. Random items on the side. But they will loop around, get the shackles off. It's level 2. Here comes the spin, but with Phase Boots, I'm pretty sure Whisper should be fine. Shock is going to do quite a bit of damage, but not nearly enough. And now Phase Boots comes in. That sucks. In the meantime, bottom lane, Dark Terry just getting muscled out of lane once again by the Undying Omni Knight combo. They have salves. They got heals for days. Want to preserve your salve? No, he's going to eat that bolt. No big deal. Very static lanes. Ogre Magi is going to try to poke out, get something done elsewhere. Actually, no, that wasn't Ogre Magi. That was... What is Nature's Prophet here all of a sudden? Okay, he's tried to go for mid, I guess. That didn't work out. I assume that was Ogre Magi. But Ogre Magi's in the base. Yeah, kind of a boring set of lanes. That's what happens when you don't pick up like an Earth Spirit or a Night Stalker or anything like that. Just everyone sits in their lanes and just farms. And still the farming is pretty much dead even across the board. Queen of Pain slightly behind that Pugna, but again, that's not really anything she can't recover from. It really becomes a big issue once Arms starts picking up some of those mana regeneration items and starts pushing the tower for real. You don't really want to do that till you have at least level 3 blast. In a mid lane situation, you can definitely wait till you have level 4 blast before you start nuking down those towers. So it's just a just slow poking game for right now. You can see how much Skywrath Mage is poking on the, like 20 damage a pop. Wowee, that's some serious damage. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is like the plan here for a Sage. Like, the Skywrath Mage amplifies the damage of the Gyrocopter, who is going for maxed out Rocket Barrage, and if you can make that actually work out, I mean, that's a lot of damage, but it doesn't usually work out. Dark Terry, speaking of not working out, is going to get obliterated on this bottom lane. Missile will be absorbed by the repel, and now with the degen aura, we'll be onto the Ogre Magi. He has no boots. He is going to get some help from the concussive shot, but not nearly enough. There's another shackle available. Okay, cooldown's working out pretty well here as Midas will get a second with that purification. Gyrocopter is going to return, has a missile, is going to flat cannon. Try to cheese out a kill here. It's not going to do it, although Dashka's going to show up again. He's still going to get healed up and will be fine. Is there a shrine that's live? Oh, you bet there is. 2 kills for Midas Club on this bottom side. And we'll be able to rejuve back up to a decent amount. Oh, hey, Rune Race! Who got it? Pugna got it. And now Legend is pretty screwed. I think he's just dead. Drain damage? Not quite enough. Quap is going to arrive, throw a dagger, but you can't touch this guy. Spooky Skeletals are fast. Everyone knows that. That was only a level 1 Decrepify. Yeah, I feel like if he had 2 Decrepify, 0 ward, that could have been a kill. But, you know, either way, it's going to be Skywrath Mage getting away with his life, but maybe Queen of Pain not. Shock, not. Okay, I thought he was going to go for a Shackles there, but he's going to send a warning shot across her nose. Prophet still having a decent time up towards top lane. Phase Boost keeping himself pretty safe, especially since RZS did rotate out. Up against a Juggernaut in 1v1, not much you have to worry about, and Dark Terry takes a big hit. But he is going to be surviving on this bottom lane. Omni Knight is silenced. He has a Purify, and he can't get it off. Bright clicks from Kappa Kappa and Whisper, who both teleported in. Everyone and their mom coming for that Omni Knight kill. They got him at least, but it is going to cost them a lot of their lane control on these other sides. Pugna, there's a Blink, Scream, Sonic Wave. That's not going to do it. And the Pugna will drain himself back to half HP, 3/4, not bad. Kappa Kappa on the retreat now. Samurai will try to Purify for the kill, is really close to it, but is not able to quite seal the deal there. Still, Queen of Pain has to make a full retreat. Bottom lane tower will be pushed slowly but surely. Treant's level 3 by now. Get the Blightstone on the Nature's Prophet, but again, this is going to cost them a lot of their control in the lane. Shadow Shaman in particular, a hero that's going to be feeling pretty good about that since he is able to get a little bit extra experience in this situation. Pugna doesn't have a ton of mana sustain right now. Arcane Boots not yet picked up. Haven't gone for double nulls, and he'll just chug down all the consumables he's got. Blast is going to be Arcane Rune. His Clarity will be taken down pretty quickly. Is there Arcane Boots? No, it looks like the Undying decided to go for these kind of basic level items. Tower will still fall. Rotation, not really done in earnest here on the Sage side. Level 4 on these supports. What do we have on the other end? Level 4, should be higher than level 4. No, it's only level 3 Undying. With all the action out in the bottom lane, sticking around in that lane the entire time would be a higher level, but slight level lead. In fact, Sage are just doing slightly better overall. Gyrocopter still in that offensive lane. Surviving enough. Still getting enough farm as well. And just is having a decent time. It's going to get a little bit worse though. I mean, Arms has already picked up the Arcane Boots, has Blast level 4. And he'll fortify both offensively and defensively. That's pretty slick. Keep the creep wave a little bit more healthy. Keep your tower a little bit healthier. And look for the defense. There is 2 decay. No tombstone. They'll push everyone off this mid lane. Wrath of Nature does bounce through, does quite a bit of damage, but Arms is not to be deterred on the top lane. Although, maybe we'll decide to fall back. One more blast. Does he want to sneak it in? Sees 2 heroes here. We'll get the blast off. However, here comes the concussive and the ignite. Will Nether Ward do a lot of damage to Legend, but his hit with the fire blast as well as life drain, and it will kill off the chicken. And Sonic Wave will seal the deal on him as the Queen of Pain is coming up from the south. So Arms will take the tower but go down. Still an okay trade for a Pugna to be making, even though you don't really want to be feeding Quap any extra gold. Does work out well enough. Go-To's going for a Demon Edge Battle Fury. Interesting. I think in this particular scenario, I mean, they're clearly not like super all in with this draft. They're fairly well committed to this early game though. Looking to smooth that power curve over going late game. Again, Midas Victory, their late game isn't that bad, but they would really like to get the towers down earlier and try to push as fast as possible. qualification level 3. O2, again, has some pretty good damage versus these structures, but no Serpent Wards up just yet. RZS is chilling in the mid lane. May just deploy his first Serpent Wards in the mid, as the attention is kind of being drawn down towards the bottom lane. Impressive. Immediately spin out and TP out from the Juggernaut. There will be never anything to cancel that, so that's a pretty safe way for the Juggernaut to escape. Yeah, poor Shadow Shaman not quite able to get level 6 off of that mid lane. Gotta go for that Demon Edge, though. It's a large item to farm up this early on. It's kind of the inconvenient part of this new Battle Fury. Shadow Shaman just needs like one creep left. I don't think Shock will kill any of these neutrals. Teleport coming in on the bottom side. Samurai does have a Quelling Blade here. He uses Purification, and he will repel himself. And just straight TP out. He's fine. Meantime, there is also an Undying here who will also TP out and will also be just fine. Top lane is being pushed. So Sage commit a lot of heroes on that bottom lane to get absolutely nothing and will lose at least half of this tower. Fighting into these Serpent Wards is not incredibly easy, although it doesn't seem like Midas are really super eager to go for this one, especially not with the Quap coming in. There is another ward here. She can't burst down RZS. Everyone's just TPing away. They will clean up a lot of these Serpent Wards, get a little bit of cash from them. Tower, though, you can blow on it next time they're in that top lane, and it'll go down. Poor Dashka, man. How is he still level 4? I mean, he's getting level 5 soon enough, but a low-level Undying is a sad Undying.
Patch up.
They're really not grouping up as much as I thought they were going to. Have the Ether Lens up on the Pug now. Clarity's pretty darn effective as far as a regeneration tool, but only if you can keep them live. Going for Kaya next. This Pugna is committing pretty aggressively into this early game. And Kaya is really good if you're looking to siege towers and nothing but that, but pushing into the mid-late stage of the game, it's not really an ideal item for Pugna. The value you get from that item is not nearly the level of someone like a Storm Spirit or a Tinker. On a Pugna. I mean, the mana costs aren't really that much of an issue. Has a couple of other components, obviously. Let's actually bring that up so we could get a full look on it. That spell amplification mostly is what you want. Intelligence, I guess, does kind of the same thing. But normally, not a huge fan of this build. I don't think it's completely necessary. Still, we'll just push down this bottom lane as much as you can. Decrepify will keep the Netherward safe for a split second. We'll eventually go down. Blasts, though, are slow and steady. We do have ZRS on the sidelines. We'll see an Ogre Magi at the very least. They know that something's going on here. They also have their Serpent Wards as well as a Tombstone deployed. Kappa Kappa will force to teleport out of there. Tower will now be denied. Oh, it's close. We'll get the deny. Can't fight over it, though. Meantime, Niche Prophet and Juggernaut battling on the top lane for creeps. Battle Fury. We'll let the Juggernaut have a little bit of an easier time there, and that's pretty much locked up at this stage. Tier 1, pretty easy to take. Tier 2s, though, you gotta commit Serpent Wards and or a 5-man if you're actually gonna bring those down. Juggernaut with Battle Fury isn't really gonna be itching for a fight. He can fight pretty well. It's level 2 Omni Slash, but he would rather just farm. That's what Juggernauts do, man. I'm not really sure about this one, Whisper. He's going to trap himself in and then get shoved out. How the hell did he do that? That was magic. Still goes down. That TP was pretty brave. Did he sprouted himself in. The only way you get shoved out is if you, like, maybe end your phase on top of someone, you get shoved out of there. That was weird. Well, they just profit down. Easy kills, I guess. Kaya should be up momentarily. Pugna actually not getting that much gold. It's still not an expensive item, that Kaya. I'm actually kind of surprised that Midas aren't going for some of these tier 2s. They definitely have enough power to go for it. They are respecting the Gyrocopter and his AoE early game damage quite a bit. Same thing for the Quap. I don't think they should be respecting it enough to not go for the tier 2s, though. Like, you have all this push power. You gotta try for it. Holy crap, all of a sudden Undying's level 7. 3 points, Tombstone. Not bad, man. Not bad. Silence. Big bolts coming in. Sonic Wave as well. Not dead just yet. Is going to spin the rest of it off. He's not turning around, but that's a bad idea, Go-To. Don't go back in. Tombstone is going to be deployed and will be focused down pretty quickly. Purification is there for Dashka, but it will not be there for the Omnite himself. Is Kappa now going to chase forward? Oh my god, Prowler's out of nowhere with the chair. RZS is going to fall, and the Undying as well will die. Double kill for the Gyrocopter, and Midas Club Victory are... they're messing around. They're actually just trying... They're messing around. I mean, the Juggernaut obviously getting jumped there. Nothing you can do about that, really. Trying to turn back around at 100 HP? Are you kidding me? You're magic immune. You're not invulnerable. Nature's Prophet is a Shadow Blade. You're up against a Gyrocopter who has a lot of effective range with that flat cannon. He will be able to hit you if he sees you. That'll lead to 4 kills plus a tower at the cost of a tower? I mean, I'll take that every day if I'm on the dire side right now. Midas are... I don't know why they're not grouping up and pushing. I mean, you're sitting on Serpent Wards. Mass Serpent Wards is one of the most powerful support pushing abilities of the game. And by game, I don't mean this game. I mean in Dota. It's really weird. It is truly weird why they're not actually making any plays. Gyrocopter and Nature's Prophet have been able to power farm quite a bit. Hand of Midas is up on the Nature's Prophet. Gyrocopter, Mask of Midas into S and Y. 1400 HP. Quite a lot to grind through if you're on the Midas side. They're not really sure where they should be going, it looks like. They're just wandering around aimlessly. Kind of weird to see. They had a pretty clean game plan in the first game. You would think with this draft it kind of just plays itself. Or you have a large amount of incentives to go ahead and push. But just not going for it. Probably not level 14 at this stage. Stage side, they're pushing, man. They're pushing very easily. Tower will fall, they'll immediately smoke up. That is completely undetected, although if they're really paying attention, they'll see Treants come out of nowhere. They'll know that those were smoked up, so something should be smoked. The scan is going to go red, actually. Kappa is going to trigger that. The smoke will not really do much, but they're still pushing. This shouldn't be too much of an issue in theory for the Midas Victory side. Kappa, wow, takes a big crit from Go-To. That's going to hurt. The Serpent Wards will be deployed. Blasts are there as well. And tier 2 will fall. And the Courier will be sniped in the mid lane. Go-To is kind of just chilling. We'll try to TP out. Sonic Wave. Not enough damage. Can't kill him. Mass TP's back to the base. The push is still going on. Can't really catch up to anyone though. Shadow Shaman is still too slow. The push on the bottom side will drive the Nature's Prophet back. They will have a couple zombies come up. But again, this slow amount is just so minuscule compared to Bloodlust and just the natural high movement speed of the Skywrath made. These zombies can't even catch up, man. How much slow is it? Slow duration, 2.5. Movement slow, 7. It's not that impressive. I'm not really sure if they need that many Sentry Wards. Holy crap, this guy's going a lot. I mean, they actually know they do need him for Nature's Prophet. He has a Shadow Blade. Well, tier 2s have fallen. So we got a 4K lead for the Sage side as they're actually moving around the map as a team. Midas are not. Man, it's so weird to see a team like this not move around as a full squad. Like, I get that Battle Fury Jug wants to farm, but if you just don't go for Battle Fury as Jug, you can just fight. You just fight all day long, and there's no issue with that whatsoever. This Omni Knight is starting to bulk up in a big way. Lotus will do quite a bit of work here. Also getting rid of that point-click silence from the Skywrath Mage. That's really where the biggest assets lie. And of course, this Soul Burn from the Queen of Pain will also be cleansed off of targets. Or reflected. It's all good, man. This Juggernaut, man, just wants to farm. I feel like this Juggernaut, like, doesn't want to join this team And that's keeping the team from doing what they want to do, which is just group up. And now Juggernaut is going to get sprouted. He does have a spin and a chop for the sprout. Looks like he should just be fine to walk out of there. The rest of the team is coming in pretty hot. Kappa going to jump in towards the Omni Knight. He does have the hood, and the barrier will kill him. A lot of survivability. Serpent and Tombstone all being deployed, but that's really not much follow-up to that. Undying burst down first thing. Samurai will get quite a bit of healing here with the Omni Slash going through. It will do a lot of damage to the dire side. They'll take down 3, looking for a 4th. The Purification will get them all. The Juggernaut chopping through everyone like a hot knife. Not able to kill off the Gyrocopter, but that is way too far to go there for Sage, as the Juggernaut was underestimated. Tombstone, Serpent Wards, ultimately they all survive. Damage was kind of all over the place though, as heroes were spread out. Still fighting into GA, fighting into an Omni Slash in the middle of the jungle, so there's no chance for it to bounce onto any random creeps or anything like that. That is costly. That's going to give the Juggernaut his Manta style. They do pick off the Pugna. Again, I'm not really sure if I like Kaya as an item for this guy. But jump in on a Omni Knight, you gotta kill him. In the duration of that Soul Burn. If you don't, man, it's so hard. Hell, even just killing him at all is really hard. Oh, Legend is getting his ass kicked by Cleave on the low ground. That's not fun. Nice Sprout. Almost lands. But yeah, like the barrier on the hood, the plate mail on the Omni Knight, like it's so durable. Even if you do silence him, as I was talking about in the draft, even if you silence him through Ancient Seal and or Orchid silenced Soul Burn, like there's no guarantee you get that kill. You gotta just commit, almost overcommit for that. And if he's unsilenced just for a second, suddenly he's purified. Suddenly he's invulnerable to physical and invulnerable to magical. Still with no purge effects on the team, I don't believe. Doesn't look like it, nope. It's going to be really tough to get those kills. Juggernaut at this point is looking like he's pretty tough to crack as well with that Manta style. Big defensive item there, helping to get rid of those silence effects on you. Or slows from the Ogre Magi, stuff like that. The Shadow Strike dagger. Scream misses on the Undying, that means he gets to live. And will actually Ward Trap Kappa off to the side, will blink out of there in the end, as the Shadow Shot will just get ground down by Dark Terry's. The Ogre Magi is still alive. Somebody shoot him. He's going to go down eventually. Now here comes the Juggernaut from the side. Omni Slashes Suplente. Not really sure if he deserved that, but Juggernaut's still chasing forward for more. Whisper is going to try TP out. There is no disables here. The only disables have been taken down earlier. 2 for 1, a pretty nice trade for Midas Victory, and now we'll try to go for Roche. Ooh, I'm not sure about that one. I mean, they have a decent amount of damage here, but and their sustain is pretty good, but it doesn't seem like with just 2 picks on the supports, they'll find themselves with a big green light. It is contestable for sure here. Oh, the Gyrocopter may not know about it. No, the TP's coming in from Quap, they definitely know about it. Quap's not too healthy, though. Hasn't shrined up yet. Datka's gonna find Arcane Rune. Call down is there. Queen of Pain is ready to blink in, but they're focusing on Dark Terry instead. Oh, it's gonna be everything going towards the Radiant. Queen of Pain gets put into the blender, and Dark Terry's just gotta book it out of there. Jump forward from the Juggernaut, looking to body block with the Purification. Needs one more shot, but the Gyro is so quick. Man, that guy's got some serious engines on him. Repellent to go to, chasing forward for more. Got a Blink Dagger soon, and he will jump in. No crit. Never lucky, no crit. It looks like he is going to be able to get out of there just fine. Purification goes on to an illusion. Whoops. But he splits out of the seal, and they will be able to get back to safety. No problem whatsoever. Legend, in the meantime, getting his ass kicked by illusions of all things for Skywrath Mage. Suddenly the lead is here for Midas Victory, as the Juggernaut is able to join those fights. The team fighting of the Omni Knight mostly is showing up in a big way. Gyrocopter's damage output not quite there just yet. And there's been a lot of Gyrocopter nowadays. I've been kind of mediocre on the hero. I don't feel like he's that great. Oh, tried, but he did Lotus it. Echo Shell, baby. Here comes some of your own medicine. Clink. Does about nothing, unfortunately. Is still working with that repel. He does have a spin for more magic immunity and should be able to teleport back, no problem whatsoever. The rest of the heroes I'm not too sure about. There is another ward here. Concussive is going to slow down Arms, and the chase is on. There is a repel and a Lotus Orb here for Arms. And, well, Omni Knight does get soul burned, walks through the flare, will repel himself and continue running with the GA. Extra healing from the stick. Sonic Wave does clip arms and will take the kill there. Now here comes the backup in the tombstone. And they will just straight Omni Slash fools and do so much damage, kill out the Quap. And Yogurt's gonna take a lot of focus as well, will be dropped. The Undying will finally fall, but there's so many zombies on top of this Gyrocopter, including the Hex. They do silence this Shadow Shaman, so they can't further disable this Gyro, but he is still slightly slowed up by the zombies. It's an Apocalypse, and RZS is gonna get the kill at the cost of his own life. Totally worth it. As GoTo has another Blink Dagger forward. 1, 2 shots with the crit. Will take the kill. Chop through. Nice Sprout, bro. Does nothing. Looking for Whisper. Can't kill him off. But this Juggernaut is, as Juggernauts normally are, unstoppable. The power of Sitarak courses through him.
Is under attack.
This is a Juggernaut that is getting incredibly fat. And his backup is dying for him. But, I mean, that's exactly what it's for. As long as GoTo is alive, he will be able to survive, get the last laugh, and start pushing in. How much damage can he actually do here? Can he kill off this tower? The tower will fall in the bottom lane. Tier 2 is down. I'm not sure if Nature's Prophet should be doing this necessarily. Although it doesn't deactivate the Blink Dagger. GoTo has spin TP. Sonic Wave is not even up yet, so yeah, they have double Orchids. Unfortunately, it went on an illusion. Arms is back, but not able to reinforce the Jug. He'll be able to get back to safety. No problem whatsoever. And we've got a Butterfly next. He's starting to become a serious heavy hitter. Not to mention the fact that Pugna still is doing quite a bit of damage, if he can actually survive, that is. This Nether Ward, very difficult to keep track of how much damage it actually does, but it is still in these fights. And it is very hard to deal with. Because the Flat Cannon does not target the Nether Ward. You have to tell your hero to attack the ward, and then the Flat Cannon will shoot on everyone else. But that involves actually seeing it, for one thing. It's usually a pretty subtle effect when shit's flying all around the screen. And then getting close enough to actually kill it off. There's no extra range here for the Gyrocopter, and oh no, this is pretty bad for Scarith Mage. Into death? Not quite, but it's still not looking too hot, although the missile will be absorbed actually. The Juggernaut has another blink, and they do still see Legend. 3, 2, 1, blink, and chop. Nope, chop. There we go. Cast is going to reflect onto the Ogre Magi thanks to the Echo Shell. They'll find Kappa Kappa. Radiant Courier will be sniped in the meantime, but over in the mid lane in the meantime, Gyrocopter taking an absolute beating. Jump forward from GoTo. Couple of swipes with the sword, and the Gyrocopter will fall. Now the Omni Slash onto the Ogre will get himself a triple kill. They'll lose the Undying for it, but it's a small price to pay for Rax in the mid lane. And GoTo still at literally full HP. The Tombstone will fall. Kappa Kappa, not an easy kill with Shadow Shaman being kind of tied up over in mid. But this is looking like 2 sets of racks here for Midas, finally getting themselves into gear in this game. Took them a while. Better late than never. Blast is now going to start chunking down these towers along with GoTo's right-click damage. And this is going to be a pretty easy 2-set. No one can really stop this. That's going to be 2 racks down. Whisper trying to split push for something, but Pugna's return will put a quick end to that push. They're still sticking around. They're looking to cheese out something. I'm not sure if they should be doing that. Oh, they're going to jump in. X onto the Queen of Pain. No further disables, but oh my god, that's a 1000 crit. He has a Divine Rapier. Holy shit. Oh my god. Why would you do that? When would you do that? I was like, well, that should not have done that much damage. Okay. I mean, if there's any way to throw the game, it'll be with the Divine Rapier, so, yeah, good luck. Gotta kill him off once. If Gyro gets his hand on a Divine Rapier, shit's all over, man. Oh, missile's gonna be reflected, though. Gyrocopter gets hexed up and just diced to bits. Force Staff out, blink forward from the Juggernaut, and he's just dropping 1000 crit bombs that are almost killing people with Cleave. Okay, I mean, sometimes, man, sometimes you just gotta pick up a Divine Rapier. I mean, sure. Again, if the Gyrocopter is able to kill off that Juggernaut and if he picks up the Divine Rapier, they can very easily lose that game. But the Doctor is in, and the Doctor, kicking ass and taking names, Midas Club Victory, are going to 2-0 the Sage Network and now have a future date with Stars in the lower bracket. God, what a weird game. What a weird game. Like, they don't push for the entire time. And then suddenly the Juggernaut is like, boom, I'm done farming. Huge GPM, huge XPM, and just starts smashing everybody with a Divine Rapier, no less, in a 30-minute game. Yeah, in a 30-minute game, Divine Rapier, you know, pretty standard. That's how you win with style. It's going to be tough for Midas Club Victory moving forward, though. We saw some pretty good play from Stars earlier. That's going to be played tomorrow around the same time as these games, guys, so you want to make sure you are there for that game. I'm Mike Loris, and I am done for the night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure casting the Galaxy Battles, which is definitely one of the coolest names for a tournament. I mean, can't really get much better than that. But yeah, if you enjoyed the cast, be sure to stick around for all the qualifiers. Got a whole slew of casters casting everything. If you enjoyed my casting, you can follow me on Twitter at Mike Loris. Follow me on Facebook as well if you want to. Whatever. Follow my Twitch channel. Everything. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. GG.